quick announcement before we begin. I am working on a few instances of scripted content right now. A couple of extinction mode guides, a base guide and general tips and tricks for the game mode, and then general character builds that I enjoy running, as per the suggestions of one of you lovely folks in the comments. Alright, that's it. Let's get on with the apocalypse. Sir, there's been movement detected out near Riverside. Uh-huh. Yeah, we think it might be a survivor. Yeah, I know. I know. Got it. We'll keep an eye on him. Seems to just be in shock right now. I don't think he realizes what's really going on. Got it. Understood. Mm-hmm. How are things over at the camp? Worse than we feared, huh? Okay. Well, if anything gets too bad, we know to send the helicopter out. All right, we're back. Still can't believe we had to go for yesterday. How many people are dead? 15. Killed. 15 people. Were they people? The way they rushed me. All that blood. Let's just try to calm down. Try to calm down. Yeah, yeah. It's a nice television. Let's watch this. Maybe it'll make me feel better about what we had to do. We've got a duffel bag full of stolen tools. Got a guilt weighing down our conscience. Gotten injured several times. We're doing great. Doing great. Really knocked it out of the park today, Gregory. You know, I guess it could be worse. One of those things. God, what? I don't even want to know what kind of nightmare is currently going on at my work. At the same time, I do feel like I kind of owe it to myself to find out. Those people were my coworkers. Besides, maybe my work van's still in the parking lot somewhere. Nice was. We get out of here. Hello. We might not even need to go that far. High vis vest. That makes me feel so much safer already. Now, I'm no auto mechanic, but seems like it's in generally alright condition. Alright. To get ourselves to a gas station, we might want to help fill this thing up. Don't suppose... No. Do I want anything to mark down? Nope. Well. Alright. I'm gonna drop off some of these tools, actually. Oh! Huh! Fellow engineer, huh? You know what? Could meet a kindred spirit out here. And that means we have spare tools. I don't have to feel guilty about using these. Well, okay, I will feel guilty because I still don't want to have to put people down, but if it comes to that, now I have some spares. All right. Only if it comes to that, which, God, I hope not. We ever let ourselves in this shack? Locked. Come on. A lawn chair. Tools. Welding torch. Hey. This pipe might be better than a proper tool, given the circumstance. Hey, hello. Alright, don't have to feel bad about using this hammer anymore. That's the proper one. Is that a crowbar? Well, don't mind if I do. I'm sure, given the residents of this house are currently all in their tool shed, that they won't mind if I borrow some things. I don't really need a second set of pliers, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them back. Give them back. There. Now it's fair exchange, right? Fair exchange. As if that matters. Not like anyone's gonna come back. Do I have anything I could use to... a bottle? Need some water with me. That's not. Well. Alright, time's a wasting. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot to explain if the police happen to come by. Big animal trailer like this. Now, okay. Alright, I was gonna be concerned if there's anyone living in here. Still. Huh. Yeah, I guess by the look of it, they were getting ready to move some livestock in. Might have been heading to that cattle auction, actually. That wouldn't be a bad place to stop. Well, regardless, we have a mission, and it's to get down to work. But I really want to see what the state of my job is right now. Bare minimum showing up in my hard hat and high vis vest, so maybe they'll see me right through the door. Give me a second though. It is way too hot. Come on. Take the vest off. Take this jacket off. Take this shirt off. Put the vest back on. Well, if they ask in terms of to check for injuries, I'm gonna not have much to be able to say for myself, but feels so much nicer. I feel like I'm sweating like a pig. Pretty little chilly out here, as a matter of fact. What's another animal trailer? This one's part of a crap. Is whoa. Hello? That is just straight up a cow. Well, a bull, technically. I'll be back for that. I really should get that somewhere I can live. It's a pretty clear picture of what was going on when everything broke out, though. I'm guessing farm was on its way back from that cattle auction. Happens to crash right into someone trying to leave town. And then the quarantine walls go up after that. My story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. How much further down the road is my job again? Not much. Matter of fact, I can probably start to see it from here. Definitely start to recognize some of this field. Alright. Ooh, no. Hi. Okay. Looks like some co-workers called in. Don't know why there's loitering around in the lot, though. Are they sick, too? I heard there was the fever going around, but I didn't think it was this bad. Damn. Okay. Yeah, well, there might be a problem right now. Well, so far, other than those few in the side a lot, I don't see anyone. Huh. There's, I mean, parking lot. One just standing by himself. Hey, look. I don't want to do this. You're gonna make me, aren't you? Come on, then. I know you're sick. Okay, I know they're sick. The hell? Sorry, sir. You are on company property. Please stop loitering, ma'am. Company property. Ow. Fucking hell, my arm hurts. I'm used to swinging a hammer, not swinging it. The fuck? I can successfully say I wasn't expecting a damn police car. The hell? Who the hell did what? You know, actually, the chances they're here for me isn't something I can overlook. Maybe they knew I'd come. Whoa, 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 hey! Yeah, I gotta stop for a second here. None of these people look super familiar. Can I just get in? I guess whoever's van this was, they made sure to lock it. Okay. There we go. Ah. Awesome. I know where the hell we are. Yep, that's a map of Riverside proper. Remember. Yeah, there's a hardware store down on Rogers Avenue. Granite Street, that's the video rental store that opened recently. Rock Ridge Road, that's where the police station is. It's also the general main street of town. All the rich sorts lived in the community that starts on Ohio Street. Huh. Maybe we should plan a trip back. What if my arm doesn't feel like it's about to fall off? Fuck me. Okay. You know, this might be an ambitious ask, but how cool would it be if I could get into that little squad car? I mean, what the fuck? Hi, sorry, I got a little lost in thought just looking at all that. The quantum vessel, huh? Come on. Why is my arm so clumsy today? Is it weird to say I'm morbidly curious what the quantum vessel could entail? Don't even try to grab me. Really not beating the murder charges, am I? That's a hell of a lot more people have died today. 27 by my count. Yep, we're on a spree killing now. If the police weren't currently parked right in this lot, they'd be after me. All these people, can't really identify any. I mean, a couple of them look vaguely familiar, I guess. Well. Nobody seems to be wearing their ID tag. That's because it's Saturday? Actually, that raises more questions than it answers, just given how many people are here. Huh. Well, it's not like what I'm doing is going to get more illegal, so we might as well keep going. Like, if anyone catches me, I'm getting the death penalty anyway. Might as well go for something crazy. Hey. Sorry. Sorry, don't like doing this either. Oh dear. Damn it, I liked Amanda. Damn it. Oh, a bad parking job. They managed to pretty much get their van embedded into the wall, into the floor. Ooh. A radio magazine. Huh. Didn't know the Electrical Hobbyist Club still printed them. Hey now, hold on. The country club, huh? You know, kind of always wanted to visit. Keep that in mind so we can find the place. Something tells me we might be paying them their visit. One of these vans has got to be mine. Well, it's definitely not this one. I don't know which one of our co-workers was that paranoid, but Oh. This one's June's issue. Alright, so this one was recent. Hey, we're still printing as of about a month ago. Ah, it's locked. Hey. Lunch bag? This must have been Grant's. He usually brought burritos in. Muffins too? What? I might just finish the rest of that later. Thanks, Grant. Assuming you don't want to come back for that at any point. Okay. Well, not this one. Huh. Now, I'm not gonna say one of my coworkers was up to something suspicious, but learning how to make bombs, that is a little suspect. I'm not sure I want to know. You know, that explains why the police were here. You know, that's a shame. I kind of wanted to know if we could drive this. That is a lot of alcohol. I think I suddenly understand what kind of game the quantum vessel was putting in. Locked. Nope. Nothing. And that one's already locked. Okay. Well, no time like the present to head back. Looks like everyone who worked here is either sick or had to be put down. Though in the case of the person who was planning on building bombs, I think we just did the world a kindness. 34 people dead at my hand. Feels awful. But we have to do. Well, let's try to avoid the main road if we can. On through the woods. Strikes me as a bit safer. Come on. Come on. There we go. Made that a lot easier to avoid the larger packs. I'm sure. Trying to move into the area. Like, is it me or are there more people than usual wandering around? I feel like my back's gonna give out carrying all this. But we're able to find a can of gas, so see. Where's the gas cap here? Must be on this side. Nope, it's back here. Come on. Okay, hey. Not gonna complain about that. As well let ourselves back in. Long day. Long day. We woke up real early. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this blood and dirt off. Oh, I feel less awful. Wash off the pipe. Wash us. And I hear the TV going in the other room. I'm gonna head over there real quick. Come on. Huh. A show on some basic agricultural techniques, huh? Given the circumstances, that actually don't seem like bad information to learn. Well, alright, I think I could have guessed just keep it watered, but hey. There are probably people watching the show that didn't know that, so. What the hell, right? Put that jacket in there. Jelly donut for dinner. Wash that down with a muffin. And just so nobody can say I'm not getting my protein in, beef jerky. Well, filled the hole. Not very well, but filled the hole. Well, you know what? We made good progress today, I'd reckon. You know what? We still have some energy left in us. If you don't overdo it. We have the keys, and we should have gas in this thing. Start. Hey. Alright, there were a couple of farmhands still in the field. In general, we probably want to be careful with this car. But I'm sure the farmer won't mind if we borrow it for a little while. It's starting to get drowsy though. Good off-road car. Aha. Now I kind of figured as much. Yeah, that's just not worth it today. Maybe tomorrow I could justify that. Not today, though. One thing I do want to see. The actual factory looks fairly abandoned, but our little storage lot where we put excess tools. You know, so far doesn't seem all that busy. If Mike remembered to lock the door on his way out last time. Rising! He's usually pretty bad about forgetting that. Boss man's had to chew him out several times. But I betcha he didn't lock the back. Because again, he's notorious for not doing that. That Mike? No, I think that might be Melissa. Wow. Oh, I'm me impressed. Sorry. I work here, I'll have you know. Ah, no, that was Chandra. My bad. Let's get those two confused. They have strangely similar choices in fashion. Really, Mike? You don't lock the most obvious door? Classic Mike. Right, the only reason we keep that guy on payroll is because he actually does do his job competently and he makes a lot of really baffling and obvious mistakes. Now what? But no, our stuff. stockpile of equipment hasn't been picked through, even despite everything. Heard in the cities there was problems with looting. It seems like a majority of our stuff is still here. There's probably some things missing if we went for the full manifest, but I'm not even gonna bother. It affect me one way or the other. Especially with how we stack our boxes being a bit frustrating sometimes. We have nails. Farming supplies, paint, raw materials. Huh. The maintenance book. Say no. Aha. Couple of farming books. Nope. Given the circumstances, doesn't even seem like a bad idea to start learning more about that sort of thing. Let's think. We might get into a position where we're gonna have to become a bit more self-sufficient. Who knows how long these lockdowns are gonna last. Learning how to do things like grow our own food doesn't strike me as the worst idea in the world. How to keep tools functional. All actually strike me as not terrible ideas given the world we find ourselves in. I guess my thing is that I'd want to find, we're a bit beyond needing that, but it's nice to know it's there. Toolbox? Huh. You know? Not gonna say no to a good set of gloves. Actually, that's kind of a nice thing to have. Is anything else like immediately worth borrowing? Doesn't seem like it. Some safety pads aren't a bad idea. In case I take a bad scrape. That's actually pretty sensible. A book on taking care of animals. Honestly, that kind of makes me want to maybe take that cow to somewhere that's going to be better for it in the long term. Because something tells me that ain't going to be in the back of that trailer. Of course Mike left the radio on. Jackass. Mike? Back here? bike. Not in there. Not in there. Guess we forgot to stock our first aid kit. Huh. I'm gonna say no to a good set of boots. Proper set of jeans. You know what? A nice denim shirt. Well, I don't know where the hell Mike went. Marcelo left his card in his desk, though. It's late. We should head back. Very tired. All right, let's get going. Hit the crash. Hey, boys. All right, yeah, off to bed. Let's take all of our pads off. Vest off. Take our damn shirt off. Boots. Go ahead and put these tools in our bag. And let's go.